Hi everybody, it's Julie and I'm way excited to be here introducing the November 2018 Essentials by EBE Release. I'm calling this the Sweater Weather collection because a lot of it revolves around snow, snowmen, mittens, sweaters, cold weather, and I'm actually starting backwards. I'm going to talk a little bit about the end of the collection before I get back to the beginning that inspired the whole thing. So I've got a snowbuds set here and I've got one solid image that works with the outline. So you can use them together or you can use them separately. And then I wanted to have a collection of faces and different expressions on their faces so you could have a whole gang of snow guys interacting with each other depending on, the little scene that you're creating. So we've got all kinds of accessories for them, including the obligatory top hat. But I also thought a bucket hat was so cute because I've seen some like that and I'm like, oh man, I gotta have a bucket hat. And then we've got some really cute puns that work with them and kind of combine that whole idea of cold weather and snow. And I've been having a lot of fun making little scenes where these guys are interacting with each other. And I tell you, that one on the far right there, he just cracks me up. Hands up. And then I wished I had a snowfall that would create a knockout effect in a very select area on my card front. So you can use this right through your card front. Here I've actually layered it onto a craft panel and then I've got it layered to a base card and you can see the snow popping up. But it'd take a heck of a long time to kind of create that effect if you were trying to glue on little punched out things. So that's so much easier. And we've got several different knockout dies in this collection. This one is the scallop lines. I did a stamp that has a background stamp that has these and I was like, oh, I wish I had these in a die because there are fun things you could do with that. And I created those little snow hills for my snow guy to be standing in. And then of course, Alpine Windows did not have its own snowfall in a circular fashion to use for the trifold vision I had for that set. And I have yet to build this kind of a dimensional snow globe effect or scene. And so once I got that Alpine snowfall in my hands, I was like, oh my gosh, I want to do this. And I just love the end result. I think it looks so awesome. Now this set is called Snow Days and it has some really fun sayings that work very well with either the snowmen or this die set. Now this die set was the beginning of the whole collection. I wanted to have a card that would open up with mittens that popped up and a snowflake that pops up. And I'll get to that in a second. But the stamp set I built to go with the mittens dies, I wanted to have the sayings to fit in and relate to snow and everything that we like to do when it's, freezing cold weather out there and we're playing in the snow. I wanted to have knit textures that could be applied to the die cut shapes themselves so you could give that whole cozy sweater feeling. And the bonus of this is that these textures actually work really well on the house box die. So now I've got my little polar bear box here and he's got his own cozy little sweater. So he's just dressed for the weather, ready to go. And I took this saying here and actually embossed it on some vellum and then used the skinny stripes. This is another knockout die effect. And I created a stencil so that I could create this really cool multicolored stripe effect in the background behind the saying. And so there are a lot of different ways you can use this die. You can have things tucked in, you can rotate it, having the stripes go up and down. And then of course, we have a diamond die that also does create the knockout effect. And it's fun to take those little knockout pieces themselves and use those as an embellishment on your card. Now I'm getting to where this whole idea started. There you go. There you have it. And are you guys like, ooh, this is the point where you ooh and ah, right? Because I wanted to have this 3D effect that pops up at you when you open up the card. And I hope you've enjoyed the story behind this particular collection. I've had a ton of fun pulling it together. This is one of my most favorite collections ever. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching.